Back to another episode of Panther Sports Zone. My name is Nigel White.
And I'm Lauren Rafford. On Friday, November 10th, the Lady Panthers took on Texas Southern at the Baby Dome, ending the game with the win to 3-0. The Lady Panthers' offense was paced by Kylie Owens, who finished with 13 kills on the day while accumulating a hitting percentage of .393, and Bailey Hewitt, who had 10 while hitting .33. In the first set, the Lady Panthers had 25-16, putting a .342 attack percentage with 16 kills. Well, since we're on the topic of volleyball, congratulations to our few Lady Panthers. First, congratulate is number 12, Gianna Henderson, who has been named this year's Freshman of the Year. Henderson plays as Lady Panthers' middle hitter. In the last game, Henderson walked away with 8 kills, 6 blocks, and 5 digs. While on the subject, Lady Panther Leah Lawson also won second team All-SWAC. Now, Nigel, this season alone, dang. Lastly, congratulations to Lady Panthers Gianna Henderson, Kylie Owens for both winning first team All-SWAC. Also coming up for women's volleyball today, Friday, November 17th, the Lady Panthers will be facing the 2023 SWAC Championship against Texas Southern once more. So, Nigel, going into the topic about the Lady Panthers facing off against TSU, once again from last Friday, their game, they won a sweeping hit 3-0 in just 3 matches. What do you think is going to be the deciding factor for today's game? They're in the quarterfinals. In order for them to make it to semifinals, they have to beat them. So,
really, I feel like in terms of not just volleyball, but say other sports such as basketball or football, it's all a team game. So it really all depends on how the players play together. Because if you ever heard of the saying, I don't remember the saying, but say it's hard to win by yourself, but it's a lot easier to win together.
Right.
So it's really teamwork,
right.
in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, and we all know that, the Lady Panthers, especially with them being second in the entire conference altogether, Alabama State is number 1 seed. They are very, very close to actually making it as champions. And not to mention, again, we have home court advantage. Like, the whole entire conference championship is going on literally at our home Baby Dome. Like, that's huge. And we just need everybody to come out and support them as much as we can.
That's also very important.
Yes.
So we can have an effective home field advantage. That's also extremely important.
Yes, correct.
But switching over to another sport, we'll be talking about the men's basketball team, which is currently on a comeback after a lost game. On Tuesday, November 14th, the Panthers traveled to Albine, Texas to take on the Albine Christian Wildcats. Panther Brian Miles walked away from the game with 8 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. Great game. With the help from Panthers Felix, who had 6 rebounds, and Noonley, who had 6 rebounds and 4 steals, the Panthers won the game, having a total of 79 points, while the Wildcats trailed behind with 74. After falling behind 11-8, Prairie View A&M went on a 7-0 run with 14 and 7 seconds left in the first half to take a 15-11 lead. The Panthers then surrendered that lead and entered halftime down 37-35. The Panthers walked away with a team average of knocking down 4 of 10 long-range attempts. Defense forced 14 turnovers, holding the Wildcats to only 38.3% shooting from the field. The next game for the Panthers will be on Sunday, November 19th against University of Tennessee. The next game after that will be on November 21st against Eastern Kentucky at the EKU Alumni Coliseum.
Moving on to women's basketball. Since we are already discussing basketball, let's see how the women's basketball team is doing. Last night, the Lady Panthers took on the North American Stallions at the Baby Dome. The Panthers were led by Ryan Payne, who walked away with having 18 points. Andrenia Waddell, who added 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals. And lastly, Mia Monroe, who had 13 points. These Panthers helped the team win the game, ending in Panthers with a whopping 101 and the Stallions 44. Man, forget perfect game. That's a great game. Fantastic. When the game started, the Panthers had a 9-4 advantage, leaving the first quarter with a run of 8-0, with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter, taking their lead to 17-4 because of a bucket from Gerald Smith. Okay. The Panthers ended their first quarter with 38-11 before taking the lead higher in the second quarter to 60-11. The lead continued into halftime with the Panthers having started halftime with 70-22. Man, this game keeps getting better and better. The Panthers walked away with a team average of 24 assists the entire game. 36 turnovers turned into 34 points on offense end, and 36 turnovers while committing only 24 on the other end. Man. Again, great game. The Panthers' next game will be on Sunday, November 19th against Washington State. Now, moving on from volleyball, talking about basketball season, man, the Lady Panthers, they got it going on.
Right.
Straight up. Like a game.
Yeah, they're on a roll.
And just the season just started in a game against the Stallions, 101-44. They whooped them.
Right.
Like, what? Like, come on now. So what do you think moving forward, how can they keep this winning streak going on? Like, again, basketball season is in full swing. We're getting ready to go into a time where a lot of people are trying to look for more things to see and do. So how can the women's team keep this momentum going as time keeps pushing forward?
I say don't get too comfortable. It's one game at a time. Just because you're on a 10-game winning streak doesn't mean you're unbeatable. You could go undefeated in the regular season, end up in the postseason, and lose a game, and it all meant nothing. So just one game at a time. Don't get too comfortable, and just stick to the game plan.
Right.
And stay disciplined. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm going to say, too.
Don't get too relaxed either, because, again, some stats like this, that's some huge advantages, huge. So, all right. So, with that being said, we will be right back with a commercial break to be coming back talking about football. Welcome back, Panthers, from our commercial break.
And so we'll be talking about football. The PVAMU football team has been on a 2-game win streak since beating Southern University on Saturday, November 11th. This was a close game for the Panthers since the two were head-to-head during halftime. The Panthers took the lead in the first quarter with 8 minutes and 53 seconds left on the scoreboard. Southern quickly tied the game, but the Panthers responded with a 23-yard field goal, bringing the score to 10-7. Southern then grabbed the lead 14-10, but quickly lost it due to a 19-yard touchdown run with 3 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Panthers' lead increased into the end of the game, with them winning 27-21. The game ended with the Panthers having outgained Southern. Outgained Southern 347 to 327 yards, including 163 to 105 as an advantage on the ground. Converted 3 of 12 third downs and had 2 players who had more than 8 tackles. That was led by Tariq Momore. I apologize if I mispronounced that, who walked away with 9. The next Panther football game is the next Panther football game is tomorrow, Saturday, November 18th, against Alabama State in the Panther Stadium. So, what's your opinions on this football season?
Me personally, I believe that we're in a really good position. I mean, for us to, have 2 back-to-back wins, one coming from Pine Bluff, especially on our home turf for homecoming, that was huge.
Right.
That was really huge. And, going back on the road again to Louisiana to beat out Southern for another win, again, huge victory. So we are in a very, very good position to go from 3-5 for a record to 5-5, and now possibly have a seat to set ourselves up to be in the playoffs for the SWAC championship. This is major. So, we can't be, just relaxing and,
right.
Get laid back saying, oh, we got to stay agile, we got to stay vigilant.
Right. Right.
So, all right. And that'll wrap up today's episode of Panther Sports Zone. Make sure you tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5:30 for more episodes. Thanks again for watching. I'm Lauren Rafford.
And I'm Nigel White.
See you soon.